In our hearts here, with our hearts and voices at home, let us join in our doxology. We are grateful for all the ways in which you support us by offering your time, talent, and treasure to this community to help us serve our members, our friends, and the wider community of this region. As part of that service, we share our general offerings that are entirely with our brothers. We do work in the world that brings us ever closer to becoming the beloved community. Our offering today will be shared with Camp Courant, the nation's largest free summer day program here in Hartford. It's been in operation for 126 years, serving over 500,000 children. It provides a variety of programs, including academic, sports, arts, and self-development options. As they say, they offer the children opportunity to participate in recreational and educational experiences that balance fun with enrichment, instill confidence, promote healthy lifestyle choices, and inspire big dreams for the future. To give electronically, please use the QR codes on your order of service. The links for that are in the description if you are or those on our website to make your donation for our offering. Here in the sanctuary, our offering will now be taken. And I would scout tests to check the hospital. For sugar and salt balance are opposite. So the medical team that St. Francis is working out, they're all functioning well. His tests wants everyone to know that he is trusting these two spiritual memoirs. I will out the in. All three of Doxology are available on Amazon as ebooks and paperbacks. And eventually, all three of them will be in our library. Congratulations, Dick. And thank you for adding to our library. In our wider community, outside these lovely walls, let us hold in our hearts all those who have been affected by what we endure. Fires in California, the waves in Washington, and all of us who have lost loved ones in conflict. Today's meditation is entitled Prayer of Hope. Yea, all of us are cleanse our minds of the weapons.
Thank you for the flame of hope, the heat of righteous anger, the warmth of compassion, and the fire of commitment. May they bubble the cauldrons of transformation. Thank you for oceans of love, rivers of connection, tears of relief, and pools of serenity. May healing waters flow over us and through us and among us, wearing down the sharp rocks of despair to bring joy in our mornings. Thank you for the good earth beneath us, around us, and within us. May we take this clay and co-create a new realm of justice and beauty. Thank you for all these and more. We accept our gifts and commit to building, sculpting, painting, singing, and dancing them to life, to abundant life. So be it. Blessed be. Amen. And now may we spend a few moments in silence together. May each of us be filled with gratitude for being a co-creator within this place we call our church home. May it be so. And in our hearts here and with our hearts and voices at home, let us join in spirit of life.
Our first reading today is adapted from At Home, a short story of private life by Bill Bryson. Looking around my house, I was startled and somewhat appealed to realize how little I knew about the domestic world around me. Sitting at the kitchen table one afternoon, playing idly with the salt and pepper shakers, it occurred to me that I had absolutely no idea why. Out of all the spices in the world, we have such an abiding attachment to those two. Why not pepper and cardamom? say, or salt and cinnamon? Any. Why do forks have 4 tines and not 3 or 5? There must be reasons for these things. Dressing, I wondered why all my suit jackets have a row of pointless buttons on every sleeve. I heard a reference on the radio to someone paying for room on board, and realized that when people talk about room and board, I have no idea what the board is they are talking about. Suddenly, the house seemed a place of mystery to me. Houses are amazingly complex repositories. What I found to my great surprise is that whatever happens in the world, whatever is created or discovered or bitterly fought over, eventually ends up in one way or another in our house. Wars, famines, the Industrial Revolution, the Enlightenment, the pandemic, they are all there in your sofas and chests of drawers, tucked into the folds of your curtains, in the downy softness of your pillows, in the paint on your walls and the water in your pipes. So, the history of household life isn't just the history of beds and sofas and kitchen stoves. Houses aren't refuges from history. They are where history ends up. Our second reading is adapted from Spaces for the Sacred Place, Memory, and Identity by Philip Sheldrake. Place is space that has the capacity to remember and to evoke what's most precious. We need to think about where we are and what's unique and special about our surroundings so that we can better understand ourselves and how we relate to others. Because of that, the human sense of place is a critical theological and spiritual issue. Place, like time, is among the most universal of cultural categories, although it clearly operates in different ways in each specific context. Few factors in a culture express its world picture so clearly because place has a determining influence on the way people behave, the way they think, the rhythm of their lives and their relationships. Physical places are vital sources of metaphors for our social construction of reality. Metaphors are not optional extras or embellishments of our normal ways of thinking and speaking. Our perceptions of reality are defined by metaphor. Places from landscapes to landscape may be defined as sets of relational places, each embodying literally and metaphorically emotions, memories, and associations derived from personal and interpersonal shared experiences. The meaning of places unfold in stories, myth, rituals, and in naming. The social significance of places find expression in music, art, and architecture.
I think we need to clap for the wonder of a choir. As I look out and see all of your lovely and delightful faces, I am reminded yet again that we are called to be here from differing locations with differing calls to come to this sacred place. As I have often shared with you from this very location, looking out and viewing you and recognizing your smiles and the twinkles in your eyes, or the sadness in your eyes and your desire to be together. Music often speaks to me. It offers a distilling process of my ideas and my feelings. And over this last month, in preparing for today, 2 songs have been playing simultaneously in my brain. One of the songs was sung beautifully by Dionne Warwick, but Burt Bacharach wrote it. And its lyrics read, "A chair is still a chair, even when there's no one sitting there. But a chair is not a house, and a house is not a home when there's no one there to hold you tight." And then another verse of the song says, "A room is still a room, even when there's nothing there but gloom. But a room is not a house, and a house is not a home when the 2 of us are far apart and one of us has a broken heart." This particular song was from the film A House Is Not a Home, released in 1964, about the Madam Polly Adler of New York. But what's interesting about the film and the song is they relate to home. Polly Adler was a Polish immigrant who was forced from her house because she had been raped. And she literally built an empire from the streets because she needed a home when she was forced out. The other song that's been cruising through my brain, my musical brain that is from the film West Side Story, which I saw 5 times on the day it came out. It was released in 1961, so now you know how old I am. And I was 14 when I sat in the theater and just sat there and sat there and sat there. But I believe you'll recognize its lyrics. There's a place for us. Somewhere, a place for us. Peace and quiet and open air wait for us somewhere. There's a time for us. Someday there'll be a time for us. Time to learn and time to care, someday, somewhere. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. The characters of Maria and Tony sing this as they imagine life being in a safe place, a place they could call home, where they can express their love and not the hate of their opposing gangs. Places call to us. Places bring memories to the fore. Places challenge us to see all that is around us and pay attention. In one of our readings this morning that Esam did so beautifully, the author looked around the kitchen table and saw the seemingly insignificant salt and pepper shakers and the forks and wondered about their value, their meaning. Today, I ask each of you to really look around this place and recognize what it means to you. I suspect it has a different feel and look to it now. I also suspect it has a familiarity that only home can offer. In conversations during our hours together, coffee hours together, and during one-on-one conversations among ourselves, we often refer to this place as our church home. As you sit in the pew this morning, or in your living room watching this service, what speaks to you from this place about home? What do the hymnals, carpeting, candles, pulpit, lectern, chalice say to you about this place? How does this place welcome you home? What did the time for all ages bring to your idea of home? What did seeing our choir up here, standing here in full body, bring to this church home today? We as a community have lived in this home since 1931. Any place that has been around for as many years as this place holds its own unique and marvelous energy. In the book, No Place Like Home, the author quotes Peter Block, who has written extensively about the concept of belonging. Block notes that to belong is to be related to and a part of something. It is membership, the experience of being at home in the broadest sense of the phrase. In a School of Life website article from London titled, "Why We Need to Create a Home," the author noted, quote, "We need to get home to remember who we are." Our homes have a memorializing function, and what they are helping us to remember is, strangely enough, ourselves. Home means the place where our soul feels that it has found its proper physical container, where every day the objects and the people we live amongst quietly remind us of our most authentic commitments and loves. So, how does this very building speak to you about being at home? Many of you have longed to return to this place. Some of you are still waiting to return. Have you asked what exactly has caused that longing? What have you missed? And what now, after the time apart, are you willing to add to this home? Our friends from the Time for All Ages, Cleo, Othello, and Marion, created a shared home together. Hopefully, Cleo felt at home after their song of welcome. But we could ask Cleo, as well as Othello and Marion, what makes your forest a home? What aspects of living in and within a place turn it from just a place into a home? According to the songs that were floating through my brain, a home is created by people sharing in a particular place, being at home in their favorite chair or favorite room, reaching their hands out to one another, having a vision of a place for us where there's peace and quiet, time to learn and to care for one another. Our second reading noted that physical places are vital sources of metaphors for our social constructions of reality. Our perceptions of reality are defined by metaphor. Places form landscapes, and landscapes may be defined as sets of relational places, each embodying, literally and metaphorically, emotions, memories, and associations derived from personal and interpersonal shared experiences. This building, its architecture, its high ceilings, its long, gorgeous windows, its very landscape, both within and without, are made sacred by each of you. And by you simply being here. The metaphor of our church home is turned into this home, our home, by bringing our whole selves, our emotions, our memories, our personal ups and downs here, to sit with us and within us. This is our place where we're accepted as we are, where we can cast aside fear and doubt and experience peace and love freely, as our choir sang this morning. Now that we can be in one another's presence again, we recreate this community home. And as Reverend Adam noted last week, we learn again to be together, to reset our foundation, our walls, our stairs, our pews, our song, our laughter, our sacred time in this home. We reach out in an infinite number of small steps to continue building this community, this home. We intentionally choose to call each other into this place so that it becomes a gentle, tender, and welcoming home. We see our faces in each other's eyes. We hear our voices in each other's words. We feel the power of each other's faith, because our hearts and we are in this holy place. Our hearts, our home. May we always know that this place is indeed our home. Blessed be and welcome home. Let us now speak together our unison benediction. Engage with the world in peace. Have courage. Hold on to no person evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted, support the weak, help the suffering, and honor all beings. And please stay tuned for the postlude. Those of you who have joined, I'm sorry. Thank you for the fugue. And that also indicates to you that even ministers make mistakes, just so you know. If you didn't. I invite those of you who are here to the Brown Center for refreshments and to mingle, and those of you at home, move from YouTube to Zoom and greet one another in the Zoom room. Thank you for being present today, and have a wonderful week.